welcome to the Cottage. I am Babs with Cottage Rogue. This is my 37th floss tube and the first official, quote unquote, normal progress update floss tube in 2026. I hope you all have had a fantastic new year so far. And if you haven't done so already, make sure after this video you go ahead and check out my 2026 plans video. Because I outlined quite a few plans, not only with WhipGo, but also with Flosstube Frenzy and the sort. If you're new here, welcome on in. This is my Flosstube that's predominantly about cross-stitch. I may throw in some other crafty things in there as well, like embroidery, or maybe diamond painting, or crochet, but this is mostly about cross-stitch. So make sure y'all sit back, relax, grab a project to work on. And the first thing I want to do today is just kind of wrap some things up from December of 2025. I want to go over some stats and then also some finishes that happened at the very end of the year that I didn't have time to film and share with y'all before I was able to gift them. But starting off with December stats, I had stitched 6,360 stitches. I had 20 stitchy days, and I had 3 new starts, 4 FOs, 4 FFOs. So the finished objects and fully finished objects were not the same. They were different. At least one of them was different. And then I stitched on 5 whips throughout the month of December. So for 2025, as a year, I stitched a total of 53,612 stitches, this is the first time I've actually counted my stitches throughout the entire year. Because I have a manual stitch counter for my paper patterns and stuff. So that's pretty cool to see. And then I also had 15 finishes, 32 new starts, and I stitched for 224 days, which is 61% of the year. So can I stitch more? Yes, and I would be able to get that 53,612 stitches bumped up. If I stitch more, I do have other hobbies though. So now I'll go over the fully finished objects that I had done at the very end of December, which were 3 bookmarks that I had gifted to my nibblings for Christmas. And the first one was the Buddy System by BeStitchMe. The second was Banana by AuthorEmbroideDesign. And the third was Lost Flower Blade by NeedleLot. And I actually filmed a little clip here, so I'm just going to insert that in here that explains a little bit more about what I did at the time. So I'm going to refer you back to past me right now. Y'all, it is the evening before I need to go to gift these lovely bookmarks to my nibblings, and I got them done. I actually got them done. It is absolutely phenomenal. Right there, we have 3 bookmarks for 3 books. They're the books. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. So this particular bookmark, I put felt on the back of all of them. This one you can't hardly tell, but it's a blanket stitch on the edge there. This one actually had the most amount of stitches. But I think it's super cute. I absolutely love it. And it's a perfect theme for the star book as well. And then we have the banana. Gotta love the banana for sure. This one I did a whip stitch on the edge to try, because there's so many curves. And I did my best to trim it, but you know, it's Ada, so it'll fray just a little bit. And but I don't think it's coming undone. I think I did a very good job. You can tell. Not bad for my first one. Again, felt on the back. Just going to go with this book. And then we have the monstrous Lost Flower Blade sword right here. I put this on plastic, which I believe was 10 count. I did not realize that at the time. Go figure. But she turned out absolutely beautiful. I went with purple or lavender on the back, and then you can clearly see the blanket stitch here, which smoothed a lot of the edges as well. Like you can still kind of feel them through some of them. But I think it softened it up very nicely. And then of course it's going with this lovely book. So my nibblings are each getting a book and a bookmark. And actually, this banana and this sword are only about 100 stitches off. This is 14 count Aida. This is 10 count plastic gridded. Plastic grid. So it's just kind of amazing. And then this one right here, which is the Buddy system, was also 14 count Aida as well. And I don't know if you can tell, but there are sparkles inside the stars here. I used an etoile, but I don't think you can really tell for sure. Oh, maybe just a little bit on some of them. But I am super pleased, and I hope that my nibblings will absolutely love their gifts. I think they will. I usually make them something for Christmas, and every year it's a little bit different. So I will report back later. Oh my gosh. So I have to say that my nibblings absolutely adored their bookmarks. Like, they loved them. And the way that I had packaged them up for them was, yes, I put them in the bags, but I had wrapped the books with tissue paper just because I couldn't handle wrapping paper this year, and tissue paper was pre-cut. So I wrapped them up with tissue paper, and then I stuck the tiniest, most minuscule little bags on the end of the bookmark. So they were sticking out or whatever, and I put that on front. And then I shoved the whole thing in the bag with all their other gifts, because every child gets one bag. And that's how I usually roll and do things. So yes, I will still wrap the gifts inside the bags, but that way each kid gets one bag. So it seems to work out. But they absolutely loved it. Just their reactions, and then the rest of the family, like, they couldn't believe the banana was so realistic. And then, there's a sparkle inside the Buddy system. And then, of course, the flower blade was just so massive, and I loved it so much. This is very pretty. Oh my goodness, they loved it. So I'm super excited about that. Now, another one that I had finished was one of the stockings that I did already give back to my sister-in-law, along with the kit instructions and the pictures and everything. But that was Sledding Snowman Stocking by Michael Stoebner. It's a dimensions kit from 2011, and I'm including a video briefly of my husband holding it up, being his weird and awkward, authentic self. I love it. But those stockings are pretty massive because they are on 14 count. And I just think it's so beautiful, and I love the fact that this was a joint effort between myself and my sister-in-law's mother, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I did my best to match the colors as closely as I could. I think I was fairly successful with that. I know my sister-in-law says that she really enjoys it, and she says her mother enjoys it too. So now it's her job to figure out how to put it into a stocking. So I still plan to get 2 more stockings done this year. That is a goal of mine. But I'm not going to worry about that for at least a week. So we're taking a little stocking break. Not too long, but a little one. Now headed back to 2026 here, I wanted to talk about our fantasy floss, because we have a winner. And yes, I've already put out a video of the winner. It's Winter Bonfire Night by Lars Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Design. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this piece. I love this pattern. It was one of the ones that I had started, I think, in like February or January of last year, something like that. And this is meant to be like, a gift that I would love to get completed before, like within 10 years for our anniversary. So Winter Bonfire Night, this is where I'm starting. There's actually 2 colors in here. I love this. It's absolutely beautiful. This is on my WIPCO this month. Actually, it's under the people category. So I will be working on it. This is where we are starting. No, I have not worked on it in the first 9 days of the month, or I guess 10 days of the month. I'll probably work on it today. So not the first 9 days of the month. And we have 2 different blues in here. I don't know if you can tell, but there is a slight variation, and I am super excited. So I want to average at least 100 stitches a day on this. So I need to put in 1,000 stitches today, which is totally fine because I'm doing a 2/1 half cross. This is 25 count even weave. That is, you can see it's gridded, which is super nice. And I can't wait to get to some of the colors. I think that was one of the reasons why this was ultimately chosen over everything else. And it surprised me because I didn't think this would beat out Autumn Harmony by Maxine Cad, but it did. So I'm like, okay, cool. You all surprised me. So I'm very excited for this, to work on this. This is our 2026 focus piece. Whenever there are WIPGO prompts that work with this, I will probably stitch on this as part of my WIPGO. That's part of the reasons why I did prompts instead of specific charts and specific patterns for each day of WIPGO. So that way I can pick and choose. And I love that. So I'm really excited for that flexibility. But yes, Winter Bonfire Night, Lars, Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I'm so excited for this. This is going to be absolutely fantastic and fun to see. And even better, since it is a half cross, then that just means that I'm going to get through it, stitch through it a little bit quicker. And each strand of floss is about 250 to 300 stitches approximately on that 25 count, which is super nice. I love it. Oh, and the next one, we had of course, 2026. I have like a full moon Sal thing going on with my buddies over on the Bad Stitch Discord server, the Patreon Discord server. And so we had the wolf moon here in January already, on January 3rd. And I have worked on Verdant Reverie by Sprouting Lupine. I put in 508 stitches during that single time alone. And oh my gosh, I had so much fun. This is where we are now. I love this so much. I love the ginkgo leaves. They're so pretty. So pretty. And then I did actually stitch this little moon here during that session. I think I was there for like 4 hours, 3 or 4 hours, probably 4 hours since I did 500 stitches. And this is 1/1 full cross on 20 count acorns by BeStitchMe. And I love this. I can't wait to get down here to where it's a little bit darker, like if, we'll flip this over and all of that, because this is the banner section. Verdant Reverie actually has 2 patterns in one. I am working on the banner / bell pull, and I don't have like a long and skinny one like this, so this is super fun. But yes, I love the ginkgo leaves. I love that there's the 2 tones of the green, which is utterly fantastic. I did get more of the border, which I love. I just love how bright and vibrant these colors are, and on this background, they really pop. So that's super exciting for me. Now, the next full moon is going to be on February 1st, which is a Sunday. So we'll meet up again, I would suspect, on that Sunday, which is utterly fantastic. So I cannot wait. It's so much fun. So now on to our other whips, and these whips coincide with the Flosstube Frenzy. So the Flosstube Frenzy, that was the concept was created by Alchemist Stitcher. And then other Flosstubers have taken that premise and that concept and added their own rules and, whatever works, whatever fits for the Flosstuber and your schedule and all that jazz. So I'm trying out a few things. I'm hoping it works for me. I actually have 15 Flosstubers that I have assigned either whips or categories or designers. And so the next projects are, I have merged under some of these. So for instance, for stitch-alongs, I have Britches Get Stitches, and she's put out a couple videos already this year. And I will also work on this one at work. It's Fall Library by Colorfully Sarah. My friend Brina and I are doing our own personal stitch along. Feel free to join if you want, where we have 1 motif a week. And we actually started this back in, the last week in November or the first week of December. Probably the last couple weeks of November, because I actually had to stop for 3 weeks so I could make those 3 bookmarks. And Brina was kind enough to also stop so that we could continue to do it together. So 4 weeks we have done this. This is where I am. The middle one was first. second week, third week, and we're working on our fourth week. Our weeks end on Sunday. A new week starts on Monday. I will absolutely finish this today. I only have 2 colors left. There's like 4 stitches on the binder here, and then the rest in here. And I believe it's going to be a flower because there's some white in there. And I wonder if that's the flower part, and then we'll have the green stem. So I'm very excited about this. It's super cute. It's a nice, easy, like a good size. It's an easy project to bring to work. And I could easily stitch like 40 stitches over lunch because I eat lunch pretty quickly. So, 20 minutes for lunch and then 20 minutes for stitching or something like that. So I love this. This is on 18 count Devil's Claw. I stitched 2/1 full cross. This fabric is by BeStitchMe. It's on Aida. And I love it. I don't know why I chose this fabric other than the fact that it's like a slightly darker color, and it's got little veins of color in it too. And I feel like these books are super magical. So I don't know. I think it looks great. It brings an element of purple in here, which, there is this purple that's super bright. But otherwise, like the colors that the background adds aren't really in the pattern itself. And I think that's why I chose it. Plus it was a scrap I had. So I'm using up my scraps. It's absolutely fantastic. And Brianna and I already have another pattern in mind for the next one, which I don't remember what the official title is. But I believe we're doing Calcifer next. So just a whole bunch of different faces of Calcifer and bacon. It should be a good time. So I'm very excited about that as well. Next time you see this, for sure, the motif for this week will be finished. And then probably most of the next week as well. I would really like to try and get a video a week, but at least 3 to 4 videos a month. If I can't do a week, I would like to do like no less than 3 videos in a month. So that's where my headspace is for the moment. Now, my next one, which is a kit. It's also mushrooms. He's a fun guy. I got this cute little mouse with this adorable mushroom. This is a Bothy Threads kit. This was a Christmas gift from my mother-in-law. And oh, what a cute little guy. Oh my goodness. I love this. I did go ahead and start this. It's on 14 count Aida. And it's a special speckled print. Like it's not on the back, but it's on the front. And I even noticed, like, for instance, when I go over it, like right there, you can see some of the spot through the mushroom, but I think that just gives it character. Just because this is such a light color, and I'm pretty sure like down here, once I get like the stem of the mushroom and the gills underneath it, you'll be able to see some of the spots through the very pale and the light colored threads. But that's okay because mushrooms aren't perfect. So I think it's going to work out. Plus I have this cute little guy to look at and also tell me which way is up, which is super helpful. One of the reasons why I like needle minders so much, that and the practical aspects. But this one, so I have Stitchy Witchy Bee is who I have assigned to bees and shrooms. And since there's a very large mushroom on this guy for this pattern, it's perfect. It's perfect. She's already done one, and I see she just put out another video today as I'm filming. So I will be working on this today. And actually, it's before I go see my mother-in-law. I've already sent her a picture of this. I want to get some more done because she just got a brand new kit. She's starting to, in her retirement, get into other hobbies. And cross stitch is one that she's getting into. So she spent last year working on a kit, and now she has a newer, bigger kit with more backstitch. It's a little bit more challenging, and it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. So I can't wait to see like if she's made any additional progress and to see her kit and how nice it's laid out. Maybe it might be one I try later too. So regardless, I digress. This is my beautiful kit. He is a fun guy. And I look forward to working more on him. Also, WhipGo pick right here, because my WhipGo for this month, in addition to people, I also had animals. And since we have this cute, adorable mouse on here, then of course, yes, animals. Oh, and also I did a thing too. with the pattern. So I copied the pattern and it's in 2 pages. And I won't show you the front, but I ended up taping it together right here. Only because the only complaint that I would have, or it's not necessarily a complaint, more like a suggestion for improvement, would be to add an extra couple lines on the second page and then shade them out, just so that way we know, like, we can line it up easier. Now there are some, like, if you look at this, there are some lines that go through horizontal and vertical that you can line up the pages to. It's difficult unless you like print it off, put it all together, or, you know, do the same thing, or I don't know. I like to have working copies. So especially when it's a pattern and I can't do it online. So that is my only suggestion for improvement. Even so, it's not a hardship to work on these at all. I'm actually very impressed with Bothy threads and their kits. It's laid out really nicely, and the threads come in, you know, there's like multiple holes on either side, and then you can like cut it down the middle, so that way you have 2 separate ones, and it's easy to manage. It's so easy to manage, and I love it. So He's a Fun Guy by Bothy Threads. And then that was my new start. I started on January 1st. And then I have another new start, which is a Magic Potions. It's by TeenyWeenyXStitch, and I'm doing this for my temperature stitch along for the year. And I have it up through the 9th. January 9th, I believe. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, January 9th. And I have one of the 2 browns in here so far. Look at this. Look how beautiful. We've been having a very strange year, by the way. It has been unseasonably warm. Like first week of February thaw warm, which is insane. So we have these indigo colors, blue, and then this right here is a teal, which I added teal. Back to blue, and then we have another teal, and then green. Green, it was like 57 degrees. Crazy. That does not happen in February. So La Nina is really, really getting to Iowa here. And then we cool down a little bit. We're back to blue here. So these are all the highs. And then what I've done is for the lows, I have added them to the stoppers. So the stoppers are supposed to be 2 colors of brown, a lighter one and then a darker one. And the lighter one is on top. So I replaced the lighter brown with the colors for the lows. So you guys see here, like we have pink here, we have purple here and here. Indigo is all the way across. And since this one did not have a lid at all, I just did the little like puff of smoke coming out, that indigo color. And then we have blue and indigo again. So I'm loving this. Absolutely loving this. This is crazy to me. This is also on a linen, which it's my second linen project, but I have stitched more on this linen than I have on my first linen project. It's also very dark. I was using they're my black needles, pony black, or black pony needles on this. And then I realized I couldn't see where the needle was connecting with the fabric. And I have a light on this, and I'm really close to this. It's in my Lowry stand and everything. Could not see. So I actually switched to my chenille needles because they're silver. And that's helped a lot because now I know where it's going into. A lot of the early ones, it was kind of guesswork. And I'm finding that I really need to have anchor points for linen specifically, especially because of the variation and the schlubbing and all of that. And it's also practically black in some places. So it's really, really tough to see sometimes. But I love this fabric. And I'm also learning a lot about linen, and I'm getting a lot of good practice on linen, which is fantastic because I do have other linen and other projects. But I think this just means that when I actually have like a lighter color than this, then it'll be easier for me. Now this is actually 28 count linen. I got this on Friday Night Fight Night, which is a BeStitchMe event on their Facebook. And it was really funny. I didn't participate on that Friday. I just went on Saturday because I totally forgotten it was going to happen. And then I went through and I picked up the ones that people either decided not to bid on or they changed their minds. So this was one of them. Now this fabric didn't have an actual name. It was just number 352. I think it's so pretty. I mean, look at this. We got these beautiful oranges. We got the dark, like, I don't know if you call it black, maybe black to gray and all that. And plus I've been finding like creatures in this fabric. It's so great. Like there is this guy here. We got the light eyes. Here's like the little feet and the little arms. And these are like shoes. Just so great. This is a snake head. You can't tell me that this isn't a snake head. It's totally a snake head. This here kind of looks like a bat right here. And I think this is just perfect for a potion shelf. Like, it's excellent. So, and I love it. I absolutely love this. And I also get to put this in this really big, like the largest nerd hoop I own because of my Lowry sand. So I don't have to hold it because that's really heavy. I'm really cool. I think this is really cool. Oh my gosh, words. I cannot even word right now. Oh my goodness. I get so excited and then I drop words or I use the wrong words in the wrong sentence. And I was an English major, in college, but it doesn't matter. I don't judge. And I can't judge myself either at this point, or maybe I will slightly judge myself, but just me. Oh my gosh, is that a moth? Nope, that's part of the bat. But I could totally see it as a moth too, or like an angry mask, or like a centipede. I don't know. It's kind of fun. And then just the fact that it's a temperature stitch, every day is different. So I absolutely enjoy that. That's so good. It's just so good. Now I do have some haul and a couple other things that I do want to share my orts. So for those of you who don't know, I do have an ort jar. It's this beautiful potion bottle in the shape of a heart. Totally matches my tattoo in that way, except my tattoo is bright pink. I'm wearing long sleeves, so I can't show you right now. These are the orts that I have done so far this year. So 9 days of orts. And then the orts I did for last year, for 2025, I switched and I changed and I put it in this ornament right here. And you can kind of see, I mean, obviously I frogged a lot here. There's some black in there. I frogged a lot, but it's mostly in the background, which I think is a good thing. And it's just like a whole bunch of different ones. Get some bright reds. I worked on a variety of projects. And what I want to do though, is I want to put 2025 somewhere on this. I'm not quite sure how to do it. If I should just like make it fancy on a piece of paper and like kind of shove it so it shows like maybe right here. Or if I maybe stitch the numbers 2026 and then like paste it like up here or right here or something. I want there to be a record. So let me know what you think, because I am curious. And then also I just wanted to share my Norgrove Enterprises haul. I did do, that was my advent calendar. And I did do daily videos for that in December. And when I say videos, I mean shorts. I did daily shorts. And this is my haul right here. Isn't that crazy? So this was for the Christmas one. And then I have like so many beautiful variegated flosses now. And the thread conditioner, which is beeswax, 100% organic. And I love it. There are some beautiful ones in here, although I have to say my favorites are probably this baby blue cheese, because it totally looks like it. I also really love the ghostly pearl, which is, you can't really see it, but it has some iridescent like pale pink and blue and yellow in it, which is why I love it so much. Also the Lavamancer's cloak, which is very bright. And we have the habanero water, which has the orange in it, which I lovingly call koi pond because I think it looks like a koi pond. And the orange is thus the fish. But they have some great names for their flosses, and I absolutely love them. And then for haul that I've recently acquired we have A Year in the Woods 2, number 7, The Northern Cardinel by Cottage Garden Samplings. I love this one. I was waiting for this one extra long because they ran out. And then they got it in finally and was able to send it to me. But I love this center motif right here. This is my favorite. And then even like the treehouse. This is a treehouse. There's a ladder going up here. We have this branch with snow on it and everything. Like everything about this, even the background details, I adore. So I can't wait to work on this one. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it'll happen. And then I also know I have a friend who's obsessed with cardinals. And so, yeah, she's getting this after me. She already knows. And then my other friend provided me this. So Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow. It is absolutely gorgeous from Carriage House Samplings. I'm very excited for this. I actually already have floss for the fireworks right here. Like that, I'm not using the called for that. I'm going to use my very highly variegated metallic floss that I found, which I don't have the name of right now, but when I work on this, I will be sure to mention all of the things at that time. So I'm excited for this. I'm not going to start working on it immediately, but I'm thinking maybe Christmas in July. We're going to have to pull this out because this would be really fun for sure. So those are all my whips, my haul, random stuff from, my statistics from 2025. And of course, my finished projects, the Fantasy Floss and the Flosstube Frenzy. So many Fs. Oh my goodness. And everyone, if you made it this far, please go ahead and put some fireworks in the comments below, for the new year, because it's a happy new year. If you ever have any questions about my patterns, fabric, floss, anything like that, put a comment in the comments below. I would be happy to, if I missed some information or if you had questions about it, I'll be happy to do my best to answer those questions. Remember, my cottage is always open, and I will see you in the next Flosstube, everyone. Bye-bye!